you know what you want. Still on the same page, but here we are. Keeping hope in the hope we stay honest. Sometimes life can kick you when you're down. But we got that thing. Yeah. We got that stargazing, alright. We got that thing. Yeah. We got that willingness to try. 'Cause we got that thing. Here we go, another problem.
Peace. Let's get it. We're gonna get it, yeah. Get that red light therapy in. We got that. Oh, what's going on, Rising Phoenix? Peace, reflection, peace in, y'all, peace. Let's get it. How y'all doing? Let me turn, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna turn that off. What is this? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Okay, it's good to see you. 7:30. We got the Raising Phoenix here. By the way, me and Raising Phoenix, we're coming on here on Thursday. We're dropping some information for y'all. We're dropping some knowledge for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some energetic changes that are coming. You know what I'm saying? Some energetic changes that are to come. And you know what precedes energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what precedes energy. Physicality precedes energy. So you know what's about to happen. You feel me? You know what's happening. So Thursday, I still gotta get with the reflection to see what time that we want to come on. But we're gonna have some heat. We're gonna have some heat because the last time she came on, she definitely brought it. She definitely brought the heat. So reflection, I hope big Leo energy. What we got the moon is in Leo as well, right? The moon is in Leo as well. So we got the two Leos. We got the divine masculine and divine feminine coming on here and just, bringing in that energy. Yeah, there we go. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start it off. Let me show y'all what's going on around the world. We're going to watch some weather anomalies. Let's get it, right? Let's get it. We always bring the heat. What's going on, y'all? Y'all juice poppy. Yo, y'all wildin'. But yeah, let's get it. Let me show y'all what's going on, y'all. And then we're just gonna get it. We're gonna get it in tonight. All right. Hold on, y'all. So, hey, listen. I want y'all to tell y'all this, man. Thank y'all for liking my videos. So, keeping up with me on these platforms or whatnot. I bring nothing but the heat. I bring nothing but the fire. You know what I'm saying? I do my research. I cross search all over again just to make sure y'all understand that there's no room in my videos to show that there's no discrepancy whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure people understand what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I go through links to find videos to basically link it to my other videos. So I'm out here putting that fire. You feel me? But let's get it, y'all. Let me show y'all what's going on around the world. Appreciate love every single one of y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get it, y'all. Hold on.
Is massively deleting channels with information about November 12, 2022. Where is the freedom of speech? Look at the forum, Global Crisis. Our salvation is in unity. Then you will understand what they were so afraid of. Spread the forum in social networks.
Look, all right. I didn't even see this, but it says the network is massively deleting channels with information about November 12, 2022. Right? All the stuff that has been going on since the 2022. This is basically, all right, this is the dissolution of this matrix, if y'all haven't not been paying attention. But what has been happening is people have been coming around and basically have been telling them what is going on with the change of the earth, right? I played a little clip of these videos of Global Crisis, Our Salvation is Unity, what they're basically telling about the earth with all these earthquakes and these weather anomalies that's going on that has never happened. Even when this happens it's every quarter years, every 6,000 years you have one, then every 12,000 years. So every 6,000 years practically. But at one point in time, we go through a huge shift. There's a huge shift that happens, which is every 25,920 years. Now we are in the midst of this huge change right now. So they're basically saying this is the end of their world. You know how all those mud floods happen right now, like that. So every 6,000 years, these little mini mud floods come in and they wipe off different territories, different civilizations throughout the world. But every 1,000 years, you get a big one. This is the big one that's coming on right now. But let's get it. What we gonna do when TikTok is gone? We gonna talk to one another, baby. That's what we supposed to do. We gonna talk to one another.
For every person.
Let's get it.
People need to know the truth.
We gonna talk to one another. What you supposed to do? This social media shit for the birds. Climate change.
An avalanche has killed 28 people in Tibet,
Ooh,
according to
28.
Chinese media.
Jesus, look at that.
In Santa Fe.
Yo. I said this shit before. I love white people, bro. Look at this shit. Look at that. I said I love white people because of the shit that they do. This guy, right?
Chinese media.
This guy is literally running for his life, but he's recording. He's recording, right? He's got his camera out recording. Look at this nigga's out here recording while he's about to lose his life. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? I told y'all, yo, this is how we begin some of the craziest shots. This is how we begin some craziest shots. This is the life that we have come to. Look at this shit. Look at this.
Storm in Santa Fe.
Hey, this shit funny as hell. He's recording. Jesus. Look at this. That's something out of a movie right there.
The wildfire continues. Chile.
Hey, it's hot and chilly, boy. And chili pepper. So.
Tornado near Panajolma, Cordoba, Argentina. Snowfall in Sant'Eufemia Maiella, at the foot of the massif of the same name. Italy.
Wow.
Storm in Potrero de Garay, Cordoba, Argentina.
Look at this. People just record. That shit's hilarious, man.
Heavy snowfall in the municipality of Penabili, Italy.
Yo, when has this ever happened? I've never seen snow like this.
A wildfire has broken out in the municipality of Gisondo in the south of the province of Avila.
This
in an
world
area
is
known as
literally
Lake Alina.
changing.
Although fire resources are mobilized, they cannot intervene due to meteorological conditions due to strong winds. The fire is currently moving towards the mountains.
So they can't even do nothing about it. What are y'all fighting? What are y'all gonna be fighting? They can't do nothing about this.
Explosion at the volcano Semeru. An avalanche of
Facts. What's it called? Snow is fake. Snow is not supposed. Like this planet is a tropical planet. We're not supposed to have anything but tropical weather. You know what I'm saying? We are non-ether beings. That shit. Snow is not supposed to exist on this planet at all. At all. This was hijacked. When this is hijacked, they use 0-point technology in order to basically put ice on this planet and what's called the ice age and whatnot. Snow is not supposed to exist whatsoever. Cold weather doesn't exist.
Lava was observed.
Cold weather does not exist. It's not supposed to exist because this literally freezes your atoms. It literally freezes you. That's why when it's cold, you don't feel like doing anything. You're supposed to be doing shit. You're supposed to want to go out and have fun and doing all kinds of things. You're not same thing as working. Working is not organic. It's irregular. Going out there and working for a wage so you can pay your bills, that shit is irregular. It's not supposed to be that way at all. So just like snow, you know what I'm saying? They stop you at all costs in order to stop you from being great. Really connecting with yourself, honestly, and other people.
Descending up to 500 meters from the active crater towards Besuk Kobokan. Authorities have warned nearby villages of the possibility of ash clouds and red-hot magma at any time.
Look at this shit, boy.
Gusty wind, heavy rain and hail in Branson, Buenos Aires, Argentina.
The planet is changing right before your eyes. Just because you don't see it, don't mean it's happening at the same damn time. When people question how are things happening at the same damn time, easy. Clocks don't exist, so everything is happening all at once. Clocks do not exist. Everything is happening all at once. Just that simple. Just that simple.
The consequences of the passage of a tornado in Pasadena, Texas,
Wow.
USA.
Look at this shit. Jesus. Oh, wow. Damn.
Snowfall at Jebel Shams in Oman.
Yo, that was intense. That tornado was intense. Look at this shit, y'all. Okay. How can this be natural? This is literally against life. Snow is literally against life. It is the antithesis of life. Look at this shit. This brings nothing but death
Consequences of the
to the
earthquake in
planet.
Nepal. At least one person has died and more than 24 homes have been damaged in a remote area of Nepal following a magnitude 5.6 earthquake. A strong storm hit the municipality of Santa Catarina Gaspar. A strong hurricane tore off roofs and knocked out the windows of buildings and shops.
Jeez. Yeah, what was it called? OG Yola says mankind has created weather longer than we think. Yeah. How is it possible? How is it possible when you can look on your phone in the weather app and they're telling you the weather a week in advance? Make that make sense. How are you telling me what my weather is like a week in advance? Most people don't even know what they're gonna eat the next day, and their fridge is full of food. People can't even figure out what they're gonna eat the next day, and their fridge is full of food. But you're telling me what my weather is gonna be like for a whole week? For a whole week? Yeah, come on, man.
Heavy hail today in the city of Riyadh in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Popocatépetl volcano, taken from Puebla, Mexico.
¿Qué tal? Buenos días, saludos a todos los seguidores. 25 de enero del 2023 y vean, gran fumarola del volcán Popocatépetl, cerca de 1,5 kilómetros a 2 kilómetros de
The
altura.
planet's waking up, boy.
Todavía
She's
sigue
heating
sacando
up.
más.
Volcanoes are being
Flooding
active.
in Raktava Kudus after rain, Central Java, Indonesia.
Listen, I'm not watching the chat right now. I'll get to the chat after this shit. I just wanted to show people what's going on around the world.
Heavy snowfall in Gulmarg, Baramulla district, in the Indian state of Kashmir.
Just got on, Talise. We just got on.
Authorities said Hong Kong reported 34 hillside fires in 2 days in dry and windy weather. A tornado in the sea off the Ras Laffan platform, northeast of Qatar. Large-scale flooding in Manado, North Sulawesi province, Indonesia.
Damn. Look at this shit, y'all. Look at how much water is going. Look at that.
The city of Takara suffered from heavy rain during a severe storm. Brazil.
The planet is not stopping until this shit is level. This is...
An iceberg the size of Greater London has broken off an Antarctic ice shelf. It happened this week and it will be drifting in the Weddell Sea.
The size of Greater London. Look at that. Look at this shit. Damn. This is aerial view too. Now,
massive avalanche in Kishtwar, India. The dead and the material dead are not reported. This is the first time such a heavy snowfall has occurred in the region.
look at this shit.
Semeru volcano eruption. The column of smoke rose to plus or minus 500 meters above the summit and dissipated to the north. Indonesia. A state of emergency has been declared in Auckland due to severe flooding. A heavy downpour hit the largest city in New Zealand, as a result of which the city itself was flooded and the airport was flooded. As a result, the airport authorities decided to close the international terminal building. At least one person died.
Look at this guy. Yo, this is insane, y'all. How can people not say we're not in the end of days?
Large hail in Villa Mercedes, San Luis, Argentina.
Look at this, y'all. Wow. Okay. Now, what? All right. I'm gonna say this right quick, y'all. The people in here, right? The people who in here who've never, who's never seen me before, who's never been on my TikTok. I'm gonna say this. Please be respectful, okay? Please be respectful. I'm a respectable person, okay? I'm not rude. You know what I'm saying? I don't come at you and say anything derogatory, demeaning, demoralizing, anything of that nature. So when you come into my live, please be respectful. Please be respectful, especially to myself and then everybody else in here. This is a platform where everybody can voice their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't get to see what's going on in there. My moderators can actually pin comments that makes relevant, or someone's asking a question, then I can see that. But most of the time, I'm just going off and talking and not really seeing what's going on in the live. It is something that I'm working on, and I'm going to get better at it. That's for sure. But please be respectable when you come in the live. That's all I gotta say. Thank you very much. I appreciate love all y'all. Now, to people saying harp, okay. What most people don't know is we have many planets in the atmosphere right now, right? Now, as y'all know, how everything is electromagnetism, right? Electrical magnetism. Magnetism actually pulls. Now we have this huge planet that's actually 4 times the size of Earth, okay? It's actually 4 times the size of Earth, which what we call Nibiru. So your scientists are calling it Planet X. They're calling it a whole bunch of different names. Nemesis, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of names with it, right? This is actually the reason why back in the day they removed Pluto as a planet, because they didn't want people to know there was another planet that actually rotates with our galaxy, with the 18th galaxy and then the 19th galaxy. They're together because we're in what's called a binary star system. We are in what you call a binary star system. Just like every opposite, right? Every opposite has an equal, you know. You have 2 of everything. You know, you have divine masculine, divine feminine. You know, it takes 2 to tango, right? It takes 2 to tango. That's a dance phrase. It takes 2 to tango. So there's the same thing that's going on here, right? Now we are crossing over into the other side, and the planet Nibiru is coming in, and it's causing a lot of destruction and desolation. Because why? A lot of these things that were here are inorganic. They are inorganic. A lot of this shit that was here was created that does not belong here. There's a lot of things that are here that are not supposed to be here, including this man-made weather. You know, all this shit that's going on right now, it's not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to have this type of stuff. All this destruction and desolation that's going on right here is their technology that is breaking down. The technology, yeah, you may say it's hard and whatnot, but the technology is also breaking down. That's why they can't control it. Do you really think they're making all this weather that's happening in Qatar and all this other shit in Qatar and what's it called? Spain and New Zealand, all this shit. Yes, this is literally becoming the destruction of this planet. Not this planet, but this illusion that has been going on here for so long. Okay? This illusion that has been going on for so long. And it's been keeping a whole bunch of, like, you gotta understand, y'all. You know why you're not great? You know why you're not great? The reason why you're not great, what's going on, Dope Star? Peace in, y'all. Peace. The reason why a lot of us are not great is because we are kept from being great, right? We are kept from being great. Not only this system, right? The system is keeping us from being great, but what they feed us via foods, television, music, the atmosphere, the environment that you are in, all this stuff keeps you from being great and who you're supposed to be. It keeps you in low vibration, right? It keeps you in low vibration. And another thing with that is you're not doing what you love. You're not doing what you love. You're not doing what you love. That's why a lot of y'all are unhappy. A lot of people are unhappy because they're not doing what they love. Imagine how much high spirits that you would be if you were doing what you were loving, right? That's why every celebrity or entertainer and whatnot, they tell you to go chase your dreams and whatnot. But they don't even tell you that what comes with that is you have to sell your soul. Not saying it is a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either, because look at all these embarrassing things that they have to do. All these satanic ass rituals that they have to partake in order to basically one up you. They have to get some type of level up on you in order to not seem like they are part of the lower class, right? They want to do this for money. They want to do this for fame. They want to do this for all types of things, all because they don't want to be part of you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you this. It's about to flip. It's about to flip. Just like these poles that are getting ready to flip, all this shit is about to flip. Oh yeah, I do that. What's it called? Talise, I do that. It's about, what's it called? I do that. You can hit me up on that's why I tell people follow my Instagram. It's much more easier to get on my Instagram. But I actually turned on my messages app on here, so anybody can message me on here as well. So, but get on Instagram if you want to do a one-on-one. But yeah, I do that. But the power structure is about to flip, and this is what these people are afraid of, right? Someone talked about what's it called? Weather, climate change, right? I've been talking about that shit since last year. Because Joe Biden actually said it. He actually said it in 2021. He actually said in 2021 that we will be facing climate lockdowns, right? Climate lockdowns. Why? Because there's a lot of things in the atmosphere right now that they don't want people to see. I just posted a video on my TikTok on what the FAA grounded all those planes for. There was about 7 planets in the atmosphere that you could see with the naked eye. Now, I asked this question: why the fuck does the FAA have cameras pointing at the sky? Why does the FAA have cameras pointing at the sky? Do they know something that we don't? Why wouldn't they be watching? Why do they not that they have it in a specific spot? They have it in a specific spot, and the spot that they had the camera on shows these planets that are ready to come into conversion. They're really coming into conversion. This is the great conjunction of the spheres that is about to happen. And these people are scared. It can happen at any minute because time doesn't exist. All it is requires the right amount of energy in order for this shit to happen, right? All this shit that happens. So what they do is they have been spraying the skies. As you can see, they are going hard day and night to do this. There's pilots that have admitted this, right? There's pilots that have admitted this to what's been going on. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of pilots that have admitted to what has been going on, and it's not even. It's to the point that they don't want you to know what's going on. They don't want you to know what's going on. They want you to be ignorant. They want you to be naive. They want you to go back and forth with individuals, these so-called conspiracy theorists, or these people who don't believe in this type of information. But like I always say before, if the information had no validity, if they had no weight, then where did it come from? I just want you to know, where did it come from? Just like how they always say there's nothing new under the sun. There is literally nothing new under the sun. So the information must come from somewhere. The information must come from somewhere. Where did it come from? Where did it come from? And not to mention, right, the CIA. I'm going to show y'all. Hold on, y'all. Because, hold on. Right? I said this a long time ago. Look at this shit. I said this shit a long time ago, right? I said this shit a long time ago. How the CIA spies infiltrated movies, music, art, and more. So these movies that you see, these movies that you are seeing, right? It's the CIA that creates the scripts. Right here. CIA and Pentagon behind over 800 movies and more. Right? 1,000 TV titles, right? 800 movies and more than 1,000 TV titles. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So what do the CIA know that you don't know? Everything. Why do you think they're the most corrupted agency in the world? Why do you and the thing that is, there's plenty of CIA operatives that came out and spoke against the CIA and the atrocities that they have been doing. But guess what? These people get knocked off. You ever hear of Robert Steele? Let me show you this guy right here. Let me show you this guy right here. Okay, let me show you this guy. This guy right here, he's actually famous for, Robert Steele is actually famous for speaking out against what the CIA had been doing with children, right? And he wanted to basically line up these these CIA operatives and go in and take over and help these children. He got a whole bunch of agencies together, not agency, but he got a whole bunch of people together and ready to take over what has been going on with the CIA, because they're the ones that has been in this, you know what I'm saying, with the whole children, the NSA, all these people who go to different countries and basically do these unseen and unheard things of, well, they're probably not even unseen or unheard things anymore to children, but the CIA has been big in it. And this is the gentleman, Robert Steele. He came out and basically, what is this, man? He came out and said it, right?
This was a fake pandemic.
This is a CIA. This is an ex-CIA member.
This was a fake pandemic. The World Health Organization is absolutely correct to not trigger its bond issues because it's not a real pandemic. I think got it pretty much right. Now, there's some question as to the degree to which Zionist and German and British and U.S.
Yeah, well, people, that's Robert Steele. You talking about just like the Simpsons predict everything? It's not prediction. They're literally telling you. They're telling you at this point. That's not a prediction. One time, okay, that's a little bit fishy. What? How do you know? What are you talking about? 2 times? Okay. There is something, somebody knows something that I don't know. Somebody knows something I don't know. But when it's 3, 4, 5, 6, when it's every fucking episode, then you're like, okay, this is literally planned. They're literally telling me what is going on here. They're literally telling me what is going on in the world. And because people are still asleep, and they're drugged and they're poisoned and all this stuff, they still believe that what the Simpsons are doing is not a reality. What the Simpsons are doing is just basically talking shit. What the Simpsons are doing is how can I say it? Throwing them off. But listen, this guy, Robert Steele, is a very, very popular man. Very, very, very popular man. And he went hard for these children. He tried to go hard for the children, but guess what? The CIA had him knocked off. One of their own. So it goes to show you that they don't care who you are. If you are trying to stop their plans, they are definitely going to stop you. Right? They are, yeah, this is a code. Listen, it's a scam. If you're not what you call a Freemason, then you're just part of us right now. You're just literally part of us. You are in the group of what they call sheeple. You are in the group what they call sheeple or the cattle. This is who you are. This is literally who you are if you're not what's called a Freemason. And but everybody takes this word like it means it's a word of terror or these things. It's just a secret organization. So it's just secret organizations inside of secret organizations inside of secret organizations. It's kind of like, right? It's kind of like, you ever seen them Russian dolls, right? Those Russian dolls, the small one, and then the bigger one encompasses the small one, and then another like the medium encompasses the other bigger one, and then bigger. You know what I'm talking about? The Russian dolls. It's like that. It's just a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory, not a conspiracy theory, but a conspiracy really, in order to basically to shade and cover all these beings, right? So what they do is create other factions of themselves through all these secret societies in order to throw you off, so you have no idea what you're looking for. So you have no idea. So when you find out, when you see this, when you talk about the CIA, oh shit, it's not just the CIA, it's the NSA. Oh shit, it's not just the CIA and the NSA, it's the FBI. Oh shit, it's not just them, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's DARPA. Oh shit, it's not, you know what I'm saying? There's so many. It's like a family tree. It's a family tree of evilness. It's a family tree of corruption. It's a family tree of just these atrocities and these egregious things that these people are doing in this world just to keep us asleep, They don't want people to find out what is going on in the world, right? But at the same time, they're also telling you what's going on through these movies. But because the minds of the people are so poisoned, most people don't even do research, right? Most people don't, I'm not talking about y'all, but most people don't even do research. They wait for people like me to go out there and do the research and present it. Oh my God, bro, you're spot on. Yo, dude, I love your videos. Keep it going. Oh my God. Right there drinking a beer. Right there drinking fucking poison water out of a plastic. Right there eating meat. You know, dude, I love your video. Oh, let me buy the big piece of steak. Oh, I love your videos, dude. Keep it coming. Keep it right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing shit, right? Not even, you know what I'm saying? Not even taking care of themselves, right? This is what people do. You feel what I'm saying, right? You talk about, people talk about they love the knowledge. They love talking about, they love the knowledge and they want the information, but they still do the same shit all day, every single day. But that's okay because people are part of the program. They're part of the matrix and they can't stop it. It's literally a programming. You know when you have an itch and you have to do something, right? You can't turn it off. That's what this matrix is all about. It's literally created to keep you mundane. It's created to keep you at a, how can I say? It's literally created to keep you at such a stagnation. You don't want no new information, right? You don't want to you don't want to challenge things. You just want to be complacent. And it's sad because we could have been out of the situation if we really wanted to. If we work together, if we basically create the unity between us, we could have been out of this situation. But these people have been keeping a one-up on us for a very, very long time. A very, very long time. And now it's basically the end of their system, right? And they're going to go, I'm going to tell you this. They will never tell you what is going on. They will never tell you what's going on. Never tell you. If it wasn't for people like me or your favorite content maker, whatever it is that you're into, I have no idea whatever you're into. If it wasn't for those type of people, you would have no idea what's going on. You know? Fuck. But I digress, right? Let me show y'all this, right? Everything, all history has been rewritten. All history has been fabricated. Everything is a fucking lie. Yo, it's sad, man. It is sad. We fell for it. We motherfucking fell for it. We fell for it. And deep down inside, right, there has always been something that's telling us, don't fall for it. It's a trap. It's a lie. But we believed them anyway. Why? Because we wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. We wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. Nah, they wouldn't lie to us. Nah, they keeping it real. That's the OG right there. That's the government, the OG. They're not lying to us. They're telling us the truth. Right? Even though they're raping us every year, you know, we're paying taxes, right? On every single thing that every single thing that we buy, we pay taxes on. Everything. You can't even go to the supermarket without paying taxes. Every single thing that you buy, these people rape your pockets. Rape your pockets. That's like a parent charging you for everything that you do. For breathing, oh, that'll be $275. For drinking water, oh, that'd be $275. Every single thing that you do, these people tax you. How are they in your favor? How are they in your favor? How do they have respect for you, let alone for them? And they keep you down. As we have problems, the world has problems. They just want to keep it going, right? Y'all have problems. Yeah, let's go to war for Afghanistan. Let's fight them, right? They're the problem. Let's go fight them. War in Afghanistan. Let's go fight them. Let's go take their oil. Let's go take their oil. Oh shit, you know, George Bush, I need a couple 20,000. 20,000? Hey, let's give 20 million to Ukraine. We didn't hear you. Everybody here is looking for money, right? Let's get 20 billion to Ukraine right now. $56 million to Ukraine. Biden, listen, man, this country is falling apart. Let's go live in Russia. Let's go. They never address any situation that's going on here. How can these people be for you? They're not for you at all. They are against you. They are literally against you. And it's sad. And this is why this matrix has to fall down. This system has to fall down. It's happening, right? You feel me? Look at this shit. I even went to these things. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all. I even went to Stonehenge, bro. I knew there was something off about this shit. I told you, look, if the news is fake, imagine how bad history is, huh? That's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? And we already know how the news is fake. Imagine. So again, history is all a lie. Everything is a lie. Now what they're doing climate, right? They're already starting to come out with the climate lockdowns. They're already starting to come out. Remember, if y'all seen the last video, they said they're already making the new thing that's coming out in 2025. This is in...
The state's war on the public continues apace. Oxfordshire County Council have approved plans to lock residents into one of 6 zones to save the planet from global warming, or that's how they frame it. The latest stage in the 15-minute city agenda is to place electronic gates on key roads in and out of the city, confining residents to their own neighbourhoods. Under the new scheme, if residents want to leave their zone, then they'll have to get permission from the council, who get to decide who's worthy of freedom and
that's
who isn't.
crazy.
Chairman Mao, eat your heart out. Residents will be allowed to leave their zone a maximum of 100 days per year. But in order to gain even this, every resident will have to register their car details, with the council deciding how they're going to move and when via cameras around the city. So if you're a struggling single mother trying to take your kids to school before getting to work, you won't be covered. Tough luck, dear. Take the bus. Or balance yourself and your 3 kids on an e-bike.
Yo, this is crazy. So I've talked about the 15-minute cities before, right? I told y'all, right? I told y'all what the 15-minute cities are about, right?
Coalition from hell are to turn one of the most enlightened locations on Earth, home to Oxford University, whose alma mater include John Cleese, Professor Stephen Hawking, Oscar Wilde, and Margaret.
Listen, y'all, what's it called? Someone asked me, what's it called? China's still on. Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on in China, but China's definitely lost, boy. China's gone. Like, China has collapsed. China has collapsed and people don't even know that. China has collapsed and people don't know that. But what's it called? The 15-minute cities, I already told y'all about it. So the 15-minute cities is created as a means to, right? So they have you circled off. There's a circumference, right? So people would basically live in the middle. People would be living in the middle of the 15-minute cities, and then outside of where people live in this little environment right here, you'll have like your grocery store, you'll have like your school, you'll have like your library, you'll have like, I don't know, your entertainment place, you know, a little playground for the kids and whatnot, right? This is how they want the 15-minute cities. But you will not be able to drive a car. No cars will be available at all whatsoever. There's no cars that are going to be available. This is what's happening to this 15-minute cities. This is what's happening in the 15-minute cities. And the reason why that is, y'all, is because what's happening with the sun. This is mainly, why do you think it's climate lockdown? Why do you think it's climate lockdown? Everybody knows what's going on. The sun is first of all, we're getting back the other sun that's in the atmosphere. Right? The second sun is coming back into the atmosphere. And then we have the third sun, which is in the planet that's emitting, that's working in conjunction with Nibiru and our core sun that's sending out these radiation energies. That's why they even told you the planet is heating up. The planet is not just because the sun from the sky is raining down electromagnetic, hot particles from the planet, but also the inner sun is also releasing hot levels of radiation through the ground. This is another reason why the holes that are opening up in the earth. Y'all know about that. All these holes that are opening up and stuff like that. The planet is literally it's not decaying, but it's changing. The whole geographic structure of the planet is changing. I keep having dreams of Florida being underwater, and I'm in Florida. If I'm supposed to die, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me. It don't bother me. That means I'm going out for a cause and I'm doing what I need to do, right? Like the line. Yeah, actually, there's another one. There's another one here happening. Let me see if I have that video. They're building another one just like Saudi Arabia in the States, I believe. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find this shit. Yeah, right here. Let me show y'all this.
In Saudi Arabia? Well, if you thought that was crazy, then get ready for Tolosa, a $400 billion proposed smart city in the United States. Announced in September 2021 by former Walmart executive and billionaire Mark Lord, he outlined his vision for a 5 million person new city in America. Tolosa will be 150,000 acres with a massive skyscraper at its center. A city where commutes are just 15 minutes.
Right.
Buildings are covered.
Right. Hold on, y'all. Didn't I just say about the 15-minute city? This is a new 15-minute city.
Greenery and gas-powered vehicles are banned. Tolosa will be 100% efficient and sustainable. Sound familiar to the line? By 2030, the first phase of construction will cover 1,500 acres and house 50,000 residents at an estimated cost of $25 billion. The total project will likely exceed $400 billion, and the city will reach its target population of 5 million within 40 years. Do you think it will be a success?
Fuck no. What you talking about? Ain't gonna be no success. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ain't gonna be no success. And that's the thing, man. These people, I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. They literally have to basically keep the show going. They literally have to keep the show going, right? They have to keep the show going because if not, who's going to entertain you? They have to keep you entertained. They have to keep feeding you new bullshit, new shit. How much shit that they keep talking about that has never happened? In California, they said by 2035 there will be no gas cars. Actually, it says 2030. I did a live on that. I spoke on that. They said by 2030 there will be no gas cars in California, and it's and what they are doing is they're actually creating these type of tunnels throughout Las Vegas and California and whatnot. That's only exclusive to Teslas. And if y'all seen my video on Teslas, bro, Teslas have been blowing up everywhere. They actually removed the video that I made about Tesla. On TikTok, they actually they deleted my whole account anyways. But yeah, Teslas are literally blowing up. Just a bit of salt water sitting in the wrong place in Tesla, because the whole chassis, the whole bottom chassis of the Tesla is nothing but lithium. It's nothing. You see what happens when salt water touches lithium? It blows up. It blows up. So imagine if the planet is flooding, right? You got water everywhere. And then you got the Teslas. Imagine what's going to happen to these Teslas. You're literally in a sitting time bomb. Not to mention, when Teslas go into this type of they enter because it's an electric vehicle. You never know what's going to happen to them. What if there's a virus that goes into this type of this vehicle, right? And you can't do nothing about it. There's been situations where people go in Tesla, and when the Tesla starts to freak out, it locks all the doors and locks all the windows, and the person is stuck in the Tesla. What are you gonna do at that point in time, right? And I showed a video before when that Tesla got stuck, right? And it started flying down the road. It killed the driver and the passenger in it. They can't stop it. It loses control. So I'm not saying that someone else did it, but what if someone else did it? Right. That's why you can't trust that. What if someone else did it? Truck drivers are delivering products to underground communities and cities. Just let them. Listen, they are going to be driven out. They are going to be driven out. What's going on, pretty ass? Good to see you. They are going to be driven out. They are going to be driven out. Nothing, nobody is saved. Just like that video said, that video that I posted, they said not even underground bunkers will be able to withstand this. They will be driven out. It's the end for them. It's the end of the days, right? They're trying to scare you, saying the planet is changing. It's terraforming for sure, right? Back to how it is. But at the same time, what's inorganic to the planet, which is these beings that have been. Why do you think the planet is such in chaos, y'all? Let me ask y'all a question. Why do you think this planet is such in chaos? Do you think all this shit would happen if we were living in harmony? Do you think this shit would happen if we were living in harmony? If we were living in copacetic harmony with the planet, right? We were in nature, right? With the planet. We were eating from nature. We were being natural, because that's what the word nature comes from. We were being natural with the nature. Do you think this shit would happen to the planet? This shit has to happen because of all this shit that has been going on the planet. Not only all this bloodshed, all this tears shed, the planet is being poisoned, and not to mention, I told y'all before, we are literally in a place where we're not even supposed to be. We are literally underwater. We are literally underwater inside of a dome. Yeah, have y'all heard of Operation Fishbowl? I've talked about Operation Fishbowl before, right? How they show you in that movie Atlantis, when they took us underwater, when they basically created this whole dome over us and basically took us underwater. I said, this is why the sky is blue, right? This is why the sky is blue. We're literally underwater. We're in the midst of the water. You got waters above, you got waters below. Yeah. Wormwood will come shooting through them bunkers. Yeah, Wormwood too. Yeah, that's what they call it, Wormwood. Planet X. Planet X. Listen, this is the greatest time to be alive, y'all. Y'all chose to come here for this very moment. I'm gonna let y'all know y'all chose to come here for this very moment to experience this beautiful change, to be a part of this beautiful change. You're here to help out with the planet. You're here to help out with the planet. Let me see if I can show it. Let me see if I got something. Oh, man. Let me see if hold on, y'all. Let's watch this little video right quick. Show y'all right quick.
2020 is the beginning of the age of catastrophe. It's kind of the future warning us about what's on the cards for us. Because the grim truth that I think we're not facing is that our civilization is now beginning to collapse in very real and very serious ways.
Most Americans are comforted in the belief that their government and the country's best and brightest will step up to protect them.
The entire idea of American exceptionalism and the illusion of national security is that we are strong and that we can take a blow, or that we'll protect Americans from some sort of major attack or some sort of cataclysm. But the truth is that we are very brittle right now.
Tell them.
We're always looking ahead to an America that never leaves anyone behind.
Anybody who speaks like that, you don't trust them.
But what if it turns out that the greatest threat in this age of catastrophe is that this idea that Americans will pull together in times of crisis?
Don't forget, y'all. We have all these, all these protests that's going on around the world that you're not even really hearing about. The European countries, Brazil, there's a lot of protests that are going on around in South America too. There's a lot of protests that are not being put on the news because they don't want you to know what is going on. The whole world is revolting. The whole world is revolting.
Is dead, killed by decades of treating American freedom as the freedom to get ahead at any cost.
During normal times, it's easy to think, the elite, the 1%, they're actually concerned about everybody's welfare. But then in that
Look at
moment
this shit.
of crisis, when elites treat it as an opportunity
like they
for
care?
profiteering, rent-seeking, gouging from the public purse, that's the recipe for a failed state.
As the U.S. economy ground to a halt and millions of Americans were put out of work, we witnessed how vulnerable our way of life really is.
I think people are scared about two things. They're related. The first is the idea that we have built a technological society whose comforts we are reliant upon, whose coordination we need to sustain our current population, that if you just turned off all the machines tomorrow, that kind of handmade version of our society where all the crops were brought in by hand and so on would provoke mass die-offs.
Yeah, that's mass die-offs right there.
And the story we've been sold is part of the other fear, which is that our institutions are no longer trustworthy, that they have become not truth-seeking exercises, but rather auction houses in which people who are powerful and wealthy can buy a version of the truth that suits their parochial ends.
The dome and the obelisk.
In a world in which this...
The dome and the obelisk, this represents Asar, and then Isis, Aset. So again, stealing our ancestors' shit, erecting it right in our face, and people don't even...
Sacklers successfully convinced the FDA that opioids weren't dangerous and kickstarted an opioid epidemic that killed 200,000 Americans, more than died in Vietnam. And where the Sacklers themselves became richer than the Rockefellers, how do you trust an institution?
Something like an EMP attack would wipe out not just the infrastructure that we have, but we would see very, very quickly the distance between the importance by which the government seeks their own survival and the survival of the American people.
Now, there's someone, we've been talking about this, right? They've been getting, there's even people who, dang, I wish I had that video, but there's videos of trucks. I'm talking about truckloads. Someone else just said it too, how they're basically bringing food into underground bunkers. But yes, there's videos of trucks going into underground bunkers and delivering all kinds of foods and whatnot. So again, they are taking care of themselves. This is another reason why they have shut down the production of food, right? Right, you go to the supermarket, shits are scarce, right? Everything is scarce right now. Everything is scarce. There's not a lot of food in the supermarket, and you wondering one day when this shit's gonna shut down. I don't know. This year is looking a lot finicky.
This idea of national security would collapse almost instantaneously.
I have no idea.
But in the age of catastrophe, it doesn't really take an EMP to see what happens when the lights go out. And our basic institutions start to fail us. We all just lived through 2020.
So what happens when somebody now doesn't have a job, doesn't have the basic kind of access to resources that we take for granted in the rich world? You turn on the tap, water doesn't come out. You go to the store and there's not enough food. You press the button and there's no electricity. What happens? Well, history tells us when people grow suddenly poorer, what happens is massive waves of authoritarianism and fascism. History tells us that in absolutely unsparing terms. So that's the story of Weimar Germany becoming Nazi Germany. It's the story of Stalinist Russia. It's the story of the Islamic world. It's also the story of America today.
Woo! It's coming. Let's go on to the next one. Let's get it.
Imagine what it would be like for the electric grid across the world to go out at once. Not only that, GPS, satellites, and wireless services all go down as well. Is this an attack from some unknown entity? No, it's actually the Earth itself. The magnetic field it generates to protect the planet and all living things on it has flipped. This isn't some doomsday science fiction either. The Earth's magnetic field is going to flip. It's only a matter of when and how we can be ready when it does. Thanks to the materials and processes that formed our home planet, it generates a powerful magnetic field around itself that protects the planet from not only the sun's harmful radiation, but also radiation that constantly bombards us. We can think of the Earth like something of a giant bar magnet, with the magnetic field lines creating a series of loops that run through the center of our planet, with a very important difference. Unlike the magnetic poles of a bar magnet and the Earth's geographic north and south pole, which stay at a fixed axis, the axis of the Earth's magnetic poles processes around the regions close to the geographic poles, usually staying relatively close by. Recently, however, the magnetic poles have begun to travel a bit more than scientists typically see. The North Magnetic Pole has been on the move, and since the 1970s, it has been moving anywhere from 14.5 kilometers, 9 miles, up to nearly 60 kilometers, 37 miles, a year, and has traveled from northern Canada to over halfway to Siberia. Many scientists see this as a telltale sign that a magnetic reversal may be coming soon. The reversal of the Earth's magnetic field is not a strange anomaly. It is the natural cycle for our planet. Scientists have been able to discover when these events occurred in the past, and they seem to occur as frequently as every 10,000 years, all the way to taking more than 50 million years in between reversals. Although new evidence could be changing how scientists understand the flipping of the magnetic poles and the speed at which they occur. There is no definitive proof as to what causes the magnetic field of the Earth to flip, but a few theories have been put forth to try to explain why this happens. The most popular theory has to do with the movement of the material deep inside the Earth's core, causing the new magnetic field to form by twisting and shearing the current field. The core of the Earth is composed of liquid iron, and many believe that the movement of these layers generates the magnetic field. Stress and turbulent forces present in this region of the Earth may cause these layers of molten metal to alter their direction, altering the magnetic field they generate in turn. And while the exact reason for these magnetic events are up for debate, their occurrence in the past is not. For many years, scientists have thought that the last magnetic reversal happened around 780,000 years ago, but a new discovery last year in New Zealand has challenged that belief. This magnetic reversal occurred around 41 or 42,000 years ago, and remained hidden for so long because it was not a typical reversal and is referred to now as the last Champ excursion. When the poles shifted this time, they only did so for less than 1,000 years, making it somewhat a temporary reversal. There was a lot of chaos and turmoil across the planet during this time. The magnetic reversal caused the magnetic field to get weaker, which lessened the protection that it offers the Earth from solar winds and cosmic radiation. Over this event, the magnetic field was weakened to nearly a quarter of its strength today. This period of time on Earth was plagued with massive electrical storms, auroras far outreaching their modern versions of radiation from the cosmos, pummeling the surface with harmful energies. And while there is no direct evidence linking the magnetic reversal to catastrophe for those living on the planet, the timing of this lines up with a few other important events. This was at the time the Neanderthals went extinct after living on the planet along with Homo sapiens for hundreds of thousands of years. Fossil evidence also was found throughout Australia of mass extinction event happening across the continent 42,000 years ago, putting it in the same time frame as the magnetic reversal. Researchers are now looking across the globe for additional evidence of what happened around this time, and if the magnetic reversal led to a massive change for Earth. Because of all the movement on Earth's magnetic poles over the past few decades, there are some scientists who believe that another major magnetic event will be imminent. It is normal for the magnetic poles to wander around a bit, but their current rate may be evidence that major shifts will be occurring in the very near future. The strength of the magnetic field is also currently weakening, and while scientists point out that the magnetic field of today is much stronger than it was in the past, it is still a sign that it may be heading in a dangerous direction. Current scientific models put the weakening of the magnetic field around 10% in the past 3 decades, while some studies have put that number as high as 20%, a truly frightening amount of strength to lose in such a short time. According to a study out of the University of New South Wales, found that the time leading up to a magnetic reversal as the poles are migrating across the planet is the most dramatic part of the process, with the greatest loss in field strength. If this trend continues, what could that mean for our lives on Earth? As the magnetic field gets weaker, A higher percentage of solar winds as well as cosmic rays will penetrate into our atmosphere.
This is
the higher levels of supercharged particles bombarding the electric grid on the surface could cause
the solar flares, right?
Penetrate into our atmosphere.
Right. So with the, hold on, did I show y'all this? Maybe I showed y'all this. Hold on, let me see about it. Right, because the veil is lifting. This is I showed y'all this. Maybe if I showed y'all this.
Now I realize that
that's not it, y'all. Hold on, let me show y'all this. Hold on, what is that? What is that? This shit right here. I realize. Let me show y'all this. Right, as the planet is getting, as the atmosphere of the planet is getting weaker, right?
Big energy homemade generator. It was discovered in Artesia, New Mexico.
Right here. If y'all haven't seen the video that I posted yet, right here, look, y'all can see that, right? How you can see this planet, right? There's multiple planets in the atmosphere right now that people are hiding from you. Remember, y'all. First of all, what's happening is why you can't see it as clear as you're supposed to see it. We have a veil over us, right? We have this veil, which is another part of the dome. Then you have the Van Allen belts, which is the high levels of radiation. Nothing can go through the Van Allen belts without getting basically barbecued alive. So, as you can see, right?
See it? Right back,
multiple
right
planets in the atmosphere. This is why the FAA has been basically grounding all the flights, because you can literally see this. People are saying that they're seeing spherical objects in the air, the ether, right? Everything is 5D and higher. Everything is 5D and higher. This is why it looks like this. This is what. So when people talking about how our new bodies are gonna look like, you're gonna look like this. You're not planet size, but you are going to be an ethereal being. You're going to be like what's it called? People talking about ghosts, but ghosts are physical too. Ghosts are not metaphysical. Ghosts are a part of the lower 4D, 3D realm, and ghosts can be 3D, three-dimensional as well. But you're going to have your ether body, your ethereal body, basically your soul blueprint. This is what it's going to be like. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of like an aura, right? This is what you're going to be like. You're going to be a light being in a sense. So this is why, again, they go so hard to cloak the sky so people don't see what is going on in the atmosphere. Because once you see this, y'all, this excites your energy. This excites you, makes you more excited. So what it does is it brings that energy onto you even more, even faster, because you're trying to, you want to attract this to you even more. You want to attract it and you want to bring it to you even more. So all that energy goes out to it. It's like, okay, now they're ready for this change. Now they're ready for this change, because they don't want none of us to see this shit. They don't want think about it, y'all. They don't want none of this shit, none of us to see this shit, because we would literally incite this to happen even more. We would really incite this to happen even more. So of course they're going to block this shit from us. But let's continue to watch this shit.
The higher levels of supercharged particles bombarding the electric grid on the surface could cause quite a bit of disturbance and bring down their operations, at least for some time. Satellites out in orbit would also get stuck by much more radiation, causing much of the world's communication systems to shut down. Not to mention the amount of harmful ultraviolet and other forms of radiation that are known to damage human tissues and to cause various forms of cancer. The amount of damage that will be done and the danger we will be in depends entirely on how long it takes for the magnetic poles to migrate before they fall into their new place and the field can stabilize and strengthen again. But this happened to humans before. Did they leave behind clues to help explain how they made it through this time? Not only did Neanderthals and many other species go extinct about 40,000 years ago, some other notable archaeological finds have been found. Researchers have been able to find an abundance of cave paintings that began to appear right around this time, suggesting that our ancestors may have sought shelter from harmful radiation in caves. They have also found evidence that red ochre, a natural clay pigment,
You hear that, right?
Was used to cover the skin as a form of natural sunscreen. Regardless of how they survived, they found a way and were able to come out of the last jump excursion and continue the growth of our species. Humans have been able to survive countless natural disasters, including a magnetic reversal according to the new research. So there is no doubt that this will not be the end of our species. There may be some tumultuous times following this event. Will the safest option be to follow what some scientists say our ancestors did and retreat to cave systems to protect ourselves from harmful radiation coming through the weakest magnetic field? Will scientists be able to upgrade our infrastructure and build protections for the systems that help our world run? Or will the damages not be so bad?
Ooh, see that shit? I don't know when that was, but that's some high radiation coming to the Earth.
Run? Or will the damage...
Look at that. That's Earth right there, and that's the sun. So high, look at this huge magnetic pulse, radiation pulse that comes from it.
not be so bad. This event ends up being something we didn't need to worry about. There is no telling when the magnetic field will weaken enough to cause actual damage to us on the surface. It could begin in a year, or it may take another 1,000. Will we be ready? Thanks for watching.
Okay, see, I just wanted to show y'all, you know, just the basics of this shit, y'all. I saw people talking about, do we have to worry about what the planet is gonna look like? Or someone said, I have kids. Do I have to worry about what my kids is going to worry about? Don't worry about the kids. I told you this before, right? Before this event happens. Again, we have the ancestors in the atmosphere right now. They are watching. It's kind of like it's a waiting moment. They know when this shit is going down because they are highly intelligent. They are much more connected to the cosmos than we are. Remember, we have been under tyranny. We have not been utilizing our gifts. We have been not utilizing our sixth sense that we have, our pineal gland, not to mention our skin also picks up electromagnetic frequencies and whatnot. We know when the atmosphere changes, predicated upon that type of stuff. We have not been using that. So these entities, our higher selves, are connected to the cosmos more than you are. Then so when this happens, when this is about to happen, they know it. They can feel it. They can sense it, right? And then when this is about to go down, this is when they'll start coming into the atmosphere and cleaning up the atmosphere before the solar flare happens. They will start cleaning up the atmosphere, not the atmosphere. They will start cleaning up the planet. So anything that is not supposed to be here, children will be taken up. If y'all haven't seen that movie, The Knowing, look it up. I could show y'all a clip about it, but it don't even matter. And there's myriads of movies that show this as well. Before the big solar flare happens, they come and drop down and remove children. They remove people who are not going to be here. And there's some people who aren't supposed to be here, that they'll be here, but they'll be gone. They'll be gone, right? All the terrorists, all these, you know, Illuminati people who are basically have been putting this world under this tyranny. All these people, but don't worry about the children. The children will be saved. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the children. They have a safe space for the children, so don't worry about that. You need to worry about yourself. That's all I gotta tell you. You need to worry about yourself. It's not a danger to us. Because what's happening is we're leaving what you call the masculine energy, the tyrannical energy, the patriarchal energy. We're leaving this type of energy, and we are now entering to what's called the feminine energy, which is feminine energy is what rules the universe anyway. Nothing is a feminine energy. You have the XX chromosome, which is feminine energy, and you have the XY chromosome. Guys talking about I have no female traits in you. Nigga, that's the first trait that you have inside of you is a female. You have a female, you come from a female, so of course you would have to have female within you. What are you talking about, right? You just have masculine tendencies because you were created to protect the divine feminine. That's exactly what it is. So you are literally a female who has masculine traits. That's literally what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're here to protect the feminine energy. You're here to uphold the divine feminine energy. That's exactly what you're here to do. So I don't want to hear talking about people. Oh no, I'm male. I'm masculine. I'm an alpha male. Do you know the term alpha means gay? Do you know the term alpha means gay and it came from the Greeks? Did you know that shit? No? I hope you guys look up what shit means before you come out and say it. So, think you refuse to believe that. They refuse to believe that. Yeah, okay. It's all good if they refuse to believe that. But don't worry. They will be set straight. They will be set straight. And I'm talking about, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But again, now we're going into the female rulership. Okay, the female rulership. Remember, everything is a ship. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Friendship, girlfriend, what's called relationship. You know what I'm saying? Situationship, I was gonna say it takes two to tango, right? This is also why we were created by the divine feminine in the first place. This is also why we were created by the divine feminine. How a being so great, right? A being so great knew all this shit that was going to happen. So what did she do? She created a counterpart of her in order to help protect what is going on in the universe. To help protect, because she knew all this shit was going to happen. How damn you gotta be a goddess. How damn you gotta be connected to the creator. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I love our women so fucking much. I love our women so fucking much. And I will continue to respect and love and value what she has basically created for every single one of us. So, and to those men who don't even like women, who basically are jealous or mad and stuff like that, I would say you don't even love yourself. You don't even love yourself. You know, you don't even love yourself at all. You know what I'm saying? To basically venerate and idolize a fucking male, a man that you have never even seen. Oh, the Most High say he's coming. To venerate and idolize a man that you never even seen with your own eyes, that you don't even know, that you're hearing from these, you know, these religious teachings that were even passed down to you. Nigga, this shit's a story. It is a story. It's a fucking story, you know? Children believe in stories. Children believe in Santa Claus. Children believe in the Easter Bunny. But are they real? Are they real? You tell me. I know I come from a woman. So that is what you call my God or my goddess. You know what I'm saying? That is what you call my goddess. And that's the only thing that I believe in, right? That's the only thing that I believe in. But yeah, don't worry about it, y'all. It's going to get bumpy. It has to get bumpy. It has to shaken up. First of all, it has to shaking you up to waken you, right? The earth don't want to leave none of her children behind. It don't want to leave none of her children behind. So all this shaking is happening in order to awaken a lot of our people. It's happening to awaken a lot of our people who are not even ready for this shit. They see all this shit going on in front of them and they think this is normal. They wake up and be a part of this system, to go to work, to make money in order to make a living, to earn a living, which what you put fucking ashes of the dead people in. Earn a living. Makes that make sense. But again, this has to happen in order to wake them up. Yeah, it's late, y'all. I am getting ready to get to the astral. I be trying to explain to people the Most High's woman, feminine energy was the beginning. Yeah, we are in the spiritual war, Mother Earth spiritual. Listen, because people have been such under, you know, this conditioning and this programming, they cannot believe that. They cannot believe that. But if you look at, people aren't taught to look at nature. They are not taught to look at nature, because if you look at nature, even nature tells you women rules. Even the most fiercest of animals in the woods, women are the rulers. You think the lion is the one that rules? No, it's the lioness. Just look at videos of lions and lioness playing around. That lioness will put a hurting on the lion, will whoop their ass. Women are the one that are leading. And the only reason why it seems like in this world that it's masculine, masculine energies of animals that are running this world is because they are confused as well. Everything is energy. You don't think they're feeding off of your energy? You don't think they're feeding off your energy? Everything is energy. And why do you? And if you look at that group, most of the group that is led by males is fucked up. You don't believe me? Look at monkeys. We don't have any monkey DNA, but look at monkeys. Look how fucked up they are. Because why? Because male is leading them. There is a male leading them. and they're violent, they're aggressive, they're territorial, and they kill each other. A group of monkeys will kill another group of monkeys because they don't agree with them, because they're being led by males. I'm serious. I showed this shit on my YouTube before. Because a male is leading them. They have no sense of direction. They're not connected to the universe like that, right? It's an XX chromosome. The women is supposed to lead, and then the men upholds it. Protects her. Protects the family. Protector. Protect her. To get her together. Together. And this is what we're doing right now. Protecting her. Protecting y'all to make sure we make this shift. That being said, y'all, I ain't want to go too hard because shit, I'm tired, bro. I've been on the road for a majority of the day. I just want to come out here and share some energy with y'all. Let y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting closer, y'all. It's getting closer. There is event after event after event after event after event, and it's all to cause a distraction to usurp your energy. It's all to cause a distraction to usurp your energy. Guard your energies. I've said this before over and over again. Guard your energy. You hear something, you can hear it, but don't attach to it. Don't attach to it. As soon as you put an attachment to it, you put the hook in, they're taking your energy from you. And you have no idea. And you know they're taking your energy from you when you keep speaking about it. When it's bothering you. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the news. I get my mother who tells me about the news. I get my mother, my aunt in here telling me about the news. She's telling me about all this shit that's going on. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. That shit don't bother me. It don't interest me. I know what it's all about. It's an energy extraction matrix. You are the one that's powering this. You are the one that's keeping this going. Once you decide not to even give any energy to them anymore, they can't do nothing with that. They can't do nothing. You're not powering this anymore. You are the solar battery. You are the solar battery from this. And if you don't go recharge in the sun and the solar energy, you have no energy to give. First of all, for yourself, and not to mention to this system. Right? They must keep you in the system in order for you to keep giving them this energy. You are literally a battery. Literally. An organic battery. They could not do this without you at all. We are the one that propagates this whole fucking matrix. I said this before. The moon needs the sun. The sun doesn't need the moon. And this is why the moon is fucking going down. This is why the moon is going down. Y'all been seeing what's going on with the moon lately? This nigga's confused. He don't know if he want to come up from the east side, go down from the west side, come up from the west side, stay from the west side. This nigga's confused. He don't know what the fuck. He doing 360s in the sky throughout the day. Watch the skies. Watch the skies. This is how you know things are changing. Watch the skies. When you cannot see the skies, just know there is something going down. Just know change is here regardless. Change is here regardless. And it's taking time because time doesn't exist. Just a little bit longer, y'all. Just a little bit longer. Hold on just a little bit longer. And I promise you, it's going to be worth every single minute, second, millisecond of waiting that you have been. It's going to be worth it. And you're going to love it. You're going to love, first of all, doing what it is that you want to do. You're going to love basically being able to chill with your family at any given time. You're going to love basically being what's called a cosmic being, connecting you to your ancestrals, to your ancestral roles, the stars. We're out of here. Just a little bit longer. They want to play a little bit longer. Let them play a little longer. What's like 5-6 years to an infinite being? What's 5-6 years to an infinite being? And I'm gonna tell you this money matrix is not going to last that long. It's crashing soon. After March comes around, Pluto, when Pluto hits Aquarius, Pluto is the planet of rebirth, regeneration, and deconstruction as well. Reconstruction and deconstruction. This is when the United States corporation falls completely. Completely. They're 200 years up. Done with. So, just a little bit longer. Ever since I said I don't connect with the stars. Yeah, they block, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, those stars that you see those stars that you're looking at, that's not the stars that you know. That's not the stars that you know. When you see them, you'll be like, oh shit. That's it right there. You will know. You will know. Trust me, what's going on, Know the Ledge? Peace in, family. When you see, yo, my boy always in here. I'll give you a follow. My boy's always in here. Appreciate that. But when you see the stars that you're supposed to see, you will know. You know how ladies, you know how you know your man is cheating on you and shit like that. You know how you can tell when that nigga is cheating on you or he's being a snake or he's being deceiving and whatnot. When you see because those suns, those stars in the atmosphere, they're your suns. How can you not know what your sun is? How do you not know what your sister is? These motherfucking stars in the atmosphere in the front, that's not you. That's just fake. That's just a hologram. When you see your sons and you'll know. I'm like, oh shit, that's my sun. Shining upon me. Shining upon you. Giving you all the energy that you need to become the cosmic being all over again. So get ready for that. Be ready for that. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. That's all I got to tell you. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. So make sure you are ready for that. All right, y'all. You know what I say. Thank y'all for tuning into my frequency. You only tune into my frequency because you resonate with the information that I have. So you're saying the sun is our God. What is God to you? I want to know what is God to you. What is God to you? That's what you got to ask yourself. What is God to you? Because what religion has done is it twisted what God is and gave you something outside of yourself to idolize. It gave you something outside of yourself to idolize. This is why people have trouble knowing what the fuck God is. This is why people have trouble. This is why people who go to church, they're more confused than you are. And these niggas go and praise God every Sunday. They go and praise God every Sunday. They still can't even connect with this motherfucker. God damn, this nigga harder to connect than Wi-Fi. They must not have the password. You telling me I'm going to church every Sunday and I can't even talk to this nigga? I got to talk to the pastor in order to talk to him? Huh? I got to talk to the pastor and tell the pastor I'm trying to connect God. This nigga don't listen to me? What the fuck? So what is God to you? That's all I just had to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I just had to put it out there. Veronica, I'm gonna let you know. We already have people in here telling you what God is. Once you start to connect to yourself, right? When you start to connect to yourself, you will realize that God that you were looking for was you all along. This is what they are afraid of. That's why they never tell you the power is within. They will never ever tell you the power is within. You know what I'm saying? They will never tell you the power is within. And the people who tell you to go within and connect to that power, they are not connected to that power. So they can never tell you how to feel what it's like to connect to that power. They have no connection to it. Why do you think these people who are out there telling you this, they don't look like us? Why do you think they put these people out there to tell you what God is? They don't look like us. The biggest motherfucking hypocrites in the world telling you what God is and what God isn't. Don't even look like you because they have no connection with it whatsoever. So of course they can't tell you what it feels like to know God, to see God, to be God, to be in the presence of a God. Just know who you are. Just know who you are. Once you know who you are, only then you will know God. They tell you God is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, omniscient. It's within you. Thank you for tuning into my frequency. You only tune into my frequency because you resonate with the information that I have. I found your YouTube. Yeah, yo, I got some gems on there, man. I got some gems. And for the shit that I can't put on YouTube or Instagram, that's just on my Patreon. This is a beautiful time to be alive. The best of the best, y'all. And I appreciate y'all for being here at this time. This is not easy. But you chose the hard route. You chose to do this. And hot damn it, you're doing it. I want you to know, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. You chose to be here at an extremely hard, difficult time. You want to know what God is? That's what gods do. That's what gods do. Play the game on motherfucking difficult. On God level. That's what God do. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who we are. And now we rise. Ashe. Protect yourself in the astral, y'all. These demons ain't playing no games. Peace and love y'all. Love every single one of y'all. Link is in the bio. Yo, click the link is in my bio. Click the link in my bio. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Peace and y'all. Love y'all.